Yes, it is permissible to install a 4-foot section of cable tray concealed within a drywall partition. Regarding cover requirements, it is not mandatory to use a solid bottom cable tray with a cover. Open bottom cable trays are acceptable in this scenario. Concerning derating requirements, you are not required to derate your Type TC cables simply because the cable tray is concealed for less than 6 feet. However, there are additional requirements that must be adhered to. Firstly, the cable tray itself must be listed for use in concealed spaces. This listing ensures that the cable tray has been evaluated and found suitable for the specific environmental conditions and potential hazards associated with concealed installations. Secondly, the cable tray must be securely installed to the drywall partition. Proper securement is critical to prevent the cable tray from shifting or becoming dislodged, which could damage the cables or create a safety hazard. Thirdly, the drywall partition itself must be fire-rated. A fire-rated drywall partition provides a degree of protection against the spread of fire, and its use is often mandated by building codes in areas where fire resistance is important. Fourthly, the cable tray must remain accessible for maintenance. Accessibility is necessary to allow for future inspection, repair, or modification of the cables and the cable tray system. The National Fire Protection Association 70, otherwise known as the National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides specific guidelines and requirements related to cable tray installations. NEC Section 392.9 D explicitly permits the installation of concealed cable trays within drywall partitions. NEC Section 392.9 C clarifies that solid bottom trays with covers are only required when concealed cable trays exceed 6 feet in length. In your situation, since the cable tray is only 4 feet long, this requirement does not apply. NEC Section 392.5 B2 allows for the installation of Type TC cables and cable trays without the need for derating. This means that you can use the full unpassed derating of the Type TC cable, provided that all other applicable requirements are met. In summary, installing a 4-foot section of cable tray concealed within a drywall partition is permissible, provided that you follow the guidelines outlined in the NEC and adhere to the additional requirements for listing, securement, fire rating, and accessibility. Careful attention to these details will help to ensure a safe and compliant installation. Always consult the latest edition of the NEC and any applicable local codes or regulations before undertaking any electrical work.